I've had some people download my cheat sheet that I'm advertising recently. What is the best way to follow up with them? Should I email them about a consultation or wait for them to call me? All right, so here's what I do, and this is a little secret that most people probably don't even know about. What I typically do is I will, when someone buys my book or downloads my cheat sheet or registers for a webinar or does anything like that where they're giving me their email address, what I do is I immediately send them an automated email. I want to make sure that this automated email is clearly automated. Sometimes I'll even put in the top, do not reply. This is an automated email. Here's your download. Click here to download your cheat sheet, blah, blah, blah. And then about an hour later, I'll send another automated email, but this one looks like a personal email. And what you do is you say, hey, and then name. I saw you downloaded my free cheat sheet. That's, my free cheat sheet on whatever. Do you have any questions? Can I help you with anything? Something like that. And it's very important to ask a question, because if you ask a question and that will get you a response a lot of the time. So if you say, thanks for downloading my cheat sheet about 13 ways children benefit from divorce. Do you have any questions? You say, and a lot of people will not respond, but some people will say, actually, I do have some questions. I'm going through a divorce and I'm worried about this. I'm worried about custody and all that type of stuff. And they'll ask you a question. Then you can say something, well, that's a good question. We probably should, it's a little bit of a complicated question. So why don't we hop on the phone and talk about it? Or why don't we set up a time for you to come into my office? And then poof, you just got a testimony, or you just got a consultation. So that's probably the best way to do it. But automatic email, definitely automatic email. If you just have them download the cheat sheet and then wait for them to contact you and never make any sort of contact, be it manual or automatic, 99.99999% of people will never contact you again, either because they forget about you or life happens or they just don't have any reason to. I used to own a business when I was in college, and what I did is I transferred VHS tapes to DVD. And what I did was I put those signs on the side of the road, and the sign was very easy. It just said VHS tapes to DVD and then had my phone number. So I would get phone calls just constantly. I mean, especially around like rush hour when people are driving home from work. I mean, I would get 40, 50 calls a day. It was just insane. But one thing I noticed is that everyone called. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I've been looking for this service. I've got a box of boxes. I've got a box of tapes in my attic, and I need to get these transferred. And I haven't had anybody do it. So I'm going to call you as soon as I get home. I'm going to count up how many tapes I have. I'm going to call you and we're going to get started." And then crickets. I never heard from them again. So what's interesting is that I, for some reason, kept track of all of their information. So I started calling people, and I would call people and I would say, hey, remember those VHS tapes that you wanted to have transferred? And they're like, oh my God, I've been looking for your phone number, or, oh, I totally forgot. I definitely want to do that. And that's where my sales came in. So I was making a lot of money in college. I mean, I was a broke college kid, and I was making, I don't know, around Christmas time, I made almost $10,000 one month just transferring VHS tapes to DVD. But of that $10,000 that I made that month, I would say 9,500 of it came from following up with people. So the follow-up is way more important than the actual initial contact. If you look at any of my marketing, if you look at the people so I've been doing this for a while. If you look at the people that contact me that say, hey, I want you to do my marketing for my law firm, I don't know of a single person that downloaded my cheat sheet and immediately just called and said, hey, I want to hire you. It didn't happen. So if I didn't follow up, if I just did a cheat sheet and then never followed up with anybody, nobody would know who I am and nobody would be hiring me. But because I follow up all the time and I do a lot of follow up, everybody wants to hire me because I just kind of stay in their face. So the best way is to do that automated email, like I said. But I definitely would not wait for them to call. I definitely keep following up.